Guys, welcome to Anxious Makers. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the newly released coconut wax blend by 1617. If you haven't heard of 1617 yet, they are a designer candle company, candle supply company, and they are based out of, I believe, Hayward, California, somewhere around there, actually about 2 hours from my house. So I use them weekly. They are an amazing company, and I jumped at the opportunity to grab wax from them. And I'm making this is my first time ever making a product review video, and I just feel like I have to shout from the top of my lungs at how flippin' amazing this wax is. I freaking love it. So if you are new to candle making, you might not be aware of how many coconut waxes are out there, let alone just plant-based wax in general, like palm, soy, beeswax, things like that. Coconut wax is a very different wax, and a lot of companies are jumping on this clean burning trend. And 1617 is no different. They're just a little bit smarter, and I think that they took their time to really create an exclusive blend that really pulls out all the stops. So that's what I'm going to talk about. Let's get into it. It is called Number 3, and it is a blend of coconut, soy, palm, and a small amount of food grade paraffin wax. It is considered natural. It is considered vegan. Even with that small grade of paraffin wax in there, it's not enough to cause any irritants or allergens to go off. So that's the important part. The other important part, let me just roll over these notes, is I think the pricing. The pricing for a 40-pound slab is only around $138, and that is out of this world pricing compared to the other, big name companies out there. I'm used to paying $205 per 40 pounds. So that's a really big savings, especially during this inflation time. So that is huge. The next point I want to make is the impeccable. I'm talking like straight up gangster style, even melting. I mean, this freaking wax can melt so evenly. It's insane. I love it. So here's an example. This vessel is also from 1617. It's matte. It's called linen in the Evermore cylinders, I believe. So this is what my burn looks like after 3 hours of burning. And I did not trim my wick because I wanted you to see how much black char is actually on that wick and how none of it gets into the wax. Like, it's crazy. I don't know how this wax does it, but the other wax that I use just does not work that way. So that's what it looks like after it's been burned for that long. And this is how it starts. So my candles are topped with crystals. And as you can see, it's a beautiful burn. Important notes about this wax. It's a one-time pour. You don't need any heat guns unless you have a wooden wick and you clip it and you need to heat it a little bit on that wick. If you're using a cotton wick, don't expect to use your heat gun. There's no need. I have not encountered any sinkholes. It is a 12% fragrance load, which is obviously the standard, but it holds it so well. Also, I want to note that it is not as sticky and greasy as the coconut waxes that we're used to. It still has some stick to it, still has some grease, but it's not overwhelmingly just all over the place in a big mess. So that's a huge point for me because who really likes that? So the hot throw. Next is how well this wax seals to your vessel. So sometimes in your vessel, you will find that it doesn't take around the glass on the side. Sometimes you'll find that there'll be little creases or sinkholes on the side, but not with this wax. Also, the cure time is about 7 to 10 days as opposed to the traditional 2 weeks. It's always good to give your candles as long as they need to cure, but sometimes when we're testing and we're going to markets and we're doing this and that, sometimes we don't have 2 weeks. And so this cure time cuts down, I think, your production time, if I'm saying that correctly. I tested my candles just after 2 days, and the hot and cold throw is just out of this world. So if you guys are in the market for a new coconut wax, I highly suggest checking out 1617.com. I will definitely link it down below. Please take a look and let me know if you've tried this wax yet, or let me know if this video helps you. I am very new to the YouTube world, but I'm not new to candle making, so I am here to share my knowledge. I'm here to share some tips and tricks and share some things that maybe I wish I would have learned from the beginning. So please be very gentle with my semi-first YouTube video, but I really do hope that you guys follow along. Please subscribe and let me know in the comments if this helped you on your candle making journey.